Thank you for asking him. What's up, guys? We decided just to have a little chill live. Nothing important to talk about. See if anybody comes in. Just walking around downtown. Nothing to do today. It's been a busy, I think, like 5 days in a row we've gone to events. We're just shooting the shit. Hopefully we'll wait for some people to come in here. We're walking around downtown. You can see where Kennedy got shot at least. That might be fun. Maybe we can talk to some people. You could ask them about the election, but I can guarantee you most random people that you run into won't be paying attention to the election. It is almost guaranteed. Fire debate. What's going on? Hey, Bob Cox, nice to have you. Always first. Which I appreciate you checking in, because you're one of the few that did. Appreciate you checking in for some of the candidate stuff. So I'm curious which one you liked the best. Now the dog gets the train. He might want to take it a stop. You're gonna miss a train, man. It's your favorite thing. You're missing the light rail. He doesn't care, he's doing his own. Bathroom first. But yeah, thank you, Bob Cox. Jenza Leon, who was your favorite candidate? I assume Paxton. I assume you enjoyed the Paxton. You missed it, man. They're closing the doors. You want to walk on? Not yet? Hopefully you will. Bob Cox, who do you like? I feel like you might be a Cornet person. Hey, Vernon, nice to have you. So you can see here's the light rail, which is actually very convenient. I was in North Dallas. We're now going much closer to downtown, so we're staying a little closer. I thought it'd be more fun for the dog. The weather's cooler. But the train system is very good. It goes all the way up to Plano. I've taken the Dart a bunch of times, though my car got towed to the apartment complex because of damn predatory towing. I'm Rosario. Went to the dentist in Tijuana. Very cool. So you're in Mexico. Tijuana, I only went to once. It's the first place I ever went to in Mexico. I was curious to walk across the border when I went to San Diego. The Mexico City was the second time I saw Mexico, and now I've gone to 30 states and picked up a dog from Mexico. So now I know it well. But yeah, Tijuana was my first introduction. But yeah, I guess we'll talk about a little bit about what's on the agenda. I suppose Aaron's trial. I think I am going to aim to make that. I think it'll be interesting. It'll be curious to see how many days it'll take. Be interesting to see if there's witness preparation. It seems like the prosecutors certainly have a strong witness list taken. It doesn't look like Aaron will necessarily be on the stand. I don't think he's listed as a witness in any regard. But they have it, so they seem more prepared. I believe it's just people verifying different angles. Where did you eat in Tijuana? God, it's hard to remember. I remember Mexicali more because they had the very good Chinese food. Because they had a Chinese population once upon a time in a little Chinatown. Hello, Foxy Woxy. Nice to have you. At least you got 10 people. Hey, that's more people. More people watching me just spew diarrhea from my mouth than watch my hard work streaming. So, fuck you all, guys. I'm kidding. I'm not surprised. Mixed success with the Texas coverage, which is unsurprising. Hey, Cricket, nice to have you. Ensenada, yes, very good fish tacos. I've been meaning to do that at some point. Stay in Rosarito or Ensenada. The women love me in Mexico because they love redheads. They love really white people, like people who are like outrageously, offensively white. And then I'm only 5'10", so I'm average height. But in Mexico, I'm taller than the average Mexican man. So, you did, Verity, thank you. I watched some of the Texas crap. It was a lot of crap. No, it was interesting. It's interesting to get the analysis of the style of campaign. As I said before, as I said in the streams, Jasmine Crockett versus Tellerico. Tellerico has been working harder. He's kind of indicating that he really wants this in a capacity that Crockett really isn't. And her campaign has really entirely been social media based. Granted, she's getting out there now, last week and a half. I got here early February. I kept looking for an opportunity to see her, and for 2 weeks there wasn't. There are actually only two candidates that were really out there. It was Tellerico and Wesley Hunt. Tellerico had rallies since the moment he announced, never stopped. He's visiting smaller areas. He's had a big focus on college towns and the kind of smaller 100,000 people cities, which is smart because they add up. A small visit in a place like Waco or Denton makes an impact in a way that it wouldn't make in Dallas. Though he's going to Dallas as well. And Paxton too. Paxton, Hunt is still in there, and I think that probably one of the reasons is he's had a lot more on-the-ground events and campaign events. But Cornyn and Paxton have been quite lazy. I went to a Paxton event, and Paxton finally woke up. So it's interesting. One of the reasons it's interesting to cover this is because I don't know who knows if the next election or if in 5 years we'll even have on-the-ground campaigning. There will even be an opportunity to meet the candidates, to actually see them. It's becoming more and more of a rarity where it used to not be. So in some sense, it's like, these are some of the few opportunities you have, because it might all be changing if it's entirely, like if it's going to be a huge indicator. If Paxton wins and if Crockett wins, then campaigning no longer matters. In-person campaigning is no longer relevant, which is quite a tragedy, in my opinion. And the Democrats tried to do that, right? The Democrats canceled their primary, Joe Biden. Marianne Williamson and Dean Phillips ran as hard as they could, and I was in New Hampshire saying, hey, there are better people than Biden here. But they were aggressive, and I honestly think one of the ways that both sides are trying to limit Americans' freedom is by having their candidates be inaccessible and making it harder to vote, and of course ID and stuff like that. But even in a broader sense, having less elections if they deem the person not serious enough challenging him, and it's a winnowing down of anything important in any primary. In essence, there's a concerted effort to have the most corporatist-friendly Democrats or Republicans get in there without any sort of communication or contact with voters, because if you communicate and contact with them more, the less they like you for some guys. Question: is Aaron found guilty? Will he go to jail or prison? Just jail. I don't think he'd get any jail time. That's why this isn't that huge of a risk, because ultimately he's already done whatever it was, like 3 weeks. So I'd be shocked if there's any sort of jail time. Of course, you run a risk because you don't take a plea, but the charge isn't that huge to begin with. So, this isn't a massive felony or anything like that. So I'd be, the end result, I don't think consequentially makes that huge of a difference. It's funny, people are acting like this is the trial of the century, but it's not like they're going to haul him off to jail for a year or something like that. I mean, the consequences he's facing are far less dire than CDT even faced or is facing, right? So you have to be realistic in that. They could be really punitive. They have the legal right. The judge would have the legal right to put him in jail. I would be shocked as all hell, but it's possible. Question: there is a 1-year risk. There's always the maximum, right? So he could legally, technically get a year in jail. I'd say 0% chance of that happening, and I would say probably a 10% chance of any jail time, especially because he's served just a disproportionate amount of time than one would serve for some bail violation in that regard. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for noticing. Hey Dodge, how you doing, baby? Good, Dion. Thank you. I'm waiting for some super chats. I'm like $20 away from making the $100 quota, from being able to get something this month. So if y'all want to donate, just here with my dick in my hand. Great. But Aaron I want to make a correction. I guess Aaron has 2 attorneys, not a court-appointed one. I guess he wasn't utilizing a court-appointed one. He just has 2 attorneys, which seems overkill. But I suppose if it helps, it helps. Question: what kind is your adorable dog? Thank you. He is certainly a street dog. I picked him up off the street in Mexico about 5 years ago. He's probably half shepherd, is my guess. But then I think he's a shepherd and something small, probably like I always think he might be like a shepherd and a chihuahua. something like that. I'll give you a better look at his face. He's kind of in the zone right now. You don't have to buy it. I got you covered.
Okay, appreciate it.
No worries, man. You enjoy it. God bless. But he's probably, definitely half shepherd would be my guess. But he was a street dog that I found down in Mexico, and he just started following me. Dodge's dog is more loved than Dodge is. This is true. I'm not very loved. People shit on me in Reddit. They don't give me any super chats. 86 GOP never took care of me. I just wanted to suck from his teat, and he never let me. We could have been something. I could have been a sugar baby. Shepherd and Corgi. Some people guess Corgi, but my thing is like Corgi is so purebred. Hey, look. You want to do something cool? Let me leash you up. We'll try to make this. We might not make it. We might make it. I think we're going to make it. Okay, let's do it. Here, right here.
Number 5, 4. I like the 13. What's the thing? The one with the bubble on it? 13. I love 13.
All right, mate. Sorry. You like sniffing?
Yeah,
He ate a little too good. He had Popeyes the other night. All right, mate. He got to go on a diet. All right, we're going to take this one stop just because it's fun for him. You enjoying it? You enjoying this contraption? Love men with red hair. Well, hair's a little crazy today. Got to fix it. But thank you.
DART and Operation Lifesaver remind you to stay alert around trains and tracks. See tracks, take trains. DART and Operation
Dion, not with your
Lifesaver
screen
remind
name.
you to stay alert around
Not a
trains and
chance.
tracks. See tracks, take
You already
trains.
blew your chance being offensive like that. Yeah, he loves alternate forms of transportation, so there's absolutely no reason. I have my car parked. But, hey, you gotta chill though. Alright, we get to get off. You have the experience.
Open to the right. Sprinkler safety. Doors will open.
It's a rite of passage. He always has to ride the any public transit. He has to ride. Hey, come. Better for you. All right. Is that fun? All right, I'm blocking you. Maybe not. I thought it was going to get off, but no. It's sad because this is like one of the few people actually chatting. Shepherd and Corgi, yeah, I think it's might be a good guess. But my thing is like a Corgi's too purebred. It's like, how would you find a Corgi on the street? Well, maybe. Hey, Silva, nice to have you. You'll replace the offensive person. Oh, never mind. Hey, I gotta leash you up again. I thought we were stopping over. Sorry.
Wow.
So thank you for following consistently. I appreciate it. All right, this is our stop, St. Paul. Now we'll get off. Now we'll leash you. Just gotta do the shoe. So yeah, now I think this is probably, I gotta count. I think he's been on every public transportation now, with this being the last one. I think he's been on every public transit of every major city, except Phoenix. He hasn't taken the Phoenix light rail, but he's taken everything else. He's taken it in San Francisco, he's taken the subway, he's taken the subway to LA, he's been in the New York City subway many times, he's taken the Boston T. He took the weird light rail that goes nowhere in Jacksonville, Florida. I forget if Miami has a subway. I don't think Miami has a subway, or else he would have gone on it. He did the trolley in San Francisco. He has not been in New Orleans yet, so he hasn't done the New Orleans trolley. But he did do a trolley. He did the trolley in Memphis as well. So his favorite thing, it's interesting, he's always liked alternate forms of transportation. So like trains, boats, buses. Where are you headed? We're just walking around, enjoying the city, talking about nothing. Giving the dog a nice day off. It cooled down. It was there's a heat wave. It was in the mid 70s, I would say, out in Dallas last couple of days, and today it went way down to about 60 degrees. So the dog has a lot of energy, so I figured it'd be fun to go downtown and walk around and try to see where Kennedy got shot. That'd be fun. And again, guys, if you want to give me a donation, please feel free. Or subscribe to my OF. Ginger Pubes. All you have to do is send a $10 donation, and you will get that within 24-hour delivery. I'm like the Amazon Prime, Ginger Pubes. Just think about it. I'm kidding, I wish. I wish people would buy that from me. Oh well. Instead, I gotta go and cover elections. C'est la vie. We're having a good time. Enjoying the weird spread outness of Dallas's downtown, which I think has been growing relatively recently. And it's certainly, I haven't been to downtown Dallas in probably about 6-7 years. Certainly a lot less homeless people. I remember there were a lot more homeless people downtown last time around. Few abandoned buildings. I don't see any abandoned buildings anymore. So it looks nice. Looks like they improved it in some regard. They never really improve it that much. Well, this is a low chat. I can only really talk if you guys say something to me. But if any of you want to ask me any questions, I mean, I could spend 5 minutes if you just ask me one question. But you have to ask me something. Unless you just like looking at my dog. That could be a fun activity for you too. Or looking at the beautiful skyline. Spring is starting to bloom in Dallas. You see the little, I forget what these are called, forsythias. This is probably the first time I've seen anything bloom. This is kind of exciting. First ever bloom thing. But you wouldn't see that in the rest of Dallas because they don't landscape it the same way. Oh, you know what I have? I only have top messages on. There we go. See if I missed anybody. Seems part Basenjay to me, says Foxy Woxy. Good question. Good behavior. Maybe he could get out early, says Vernon. I missed that message too. I don't think it'll be a good... I mean, he won't be sentenced long enough to... Aaron won't be sentenced long enough to have any sort of, like, time off because of good behavior, because there won't be... Like, even if he gets time, you know, he might get, like... I don't think he will, but even if he does, it might be a month at the most. So I don't think there's going to be... Maybe, I guess he could get time off in a month, right? He could get it down to 2 weeks. So possibly. There is, you know, perhaps an over-dramatization of the consequences of these court cases in an effort to raise money. DOA might be in more of a serious... This is kind of a beautiful shot. DOA might be in more of a serious situation in that regard, but I don't think there's anything that is really that worth worrying about or even raising money for in terms of Aaron's situation. Hey. It's all right. Be friendly. Appreciate it. Hey. Josh, you prefer chicken or fish? Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you covered. Got Newport if that works. Cool. It's a little windy.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You enjoy it. Let me know if you need me to block the winds or anything. Looks like you got it covered.
Yes.
You enjoy it? Cool. Meeting some fun people. Good times. Josh, you prefer chicken or fish? I'd say chicken. Fish I only really get if I'm in an area with a decent black population because they're good at fish fries and things. Catfish. Or if I'm in the coast or near a river, like an area with a big river. So like in Tennessee, they have good different types of fish all around the country. Like you go to Tennessee. I can't remember any of the fish's names. Perch is good. That's more Ontario. How am I blanking out on the famous like Tennessee river fish? Oh well, bass, something. Well, catfish, of course, but there's more than just catfish. Grouper is good too. Grouper is more Florida. Some regions have their own unique fish that are kind of good, but general rule of thumb is if I'm in the middle of the country, like I wouldn't eat fish. I'm in Dallas. I wouldn't really eat fish in Dallas. What's your favorite songs from the Stylistics? Ooh, Stylistics is after my time. I'm sorry to say, they're more 70s, but good group nonetheless. Have you seen her? Or is that the Chi-Lites? I don't know. Look, see if I miss any questions. That all seems strange to me as an Aussie because we have compulsory voting. Says Verity. Yeah, I was talking about the limitations of allowing people to vote, and also limiting the access to candidates. And yeah, like in Australia, it's the complete opposite. You have to vote. But here, I think there's a very active discouragement, particularly in primaries. I mean, general elections is a different situation, but you have the most control. If it's corporate candidate A and corporate candidate B, you as a corporation have good control. So if you could limit the options in the primary and not have people vote, then that's one way to do it. And it's very different. I mean, it's back at least, last Texas election, let's say you were Ken Paxton and you were running, even if you had this broad base of support, even if you had the social media support, you would still be working hard and doing rallies at least for like a month. Hey, chill. There you go. Hey. Chill. Thank you. Dodge, I want Mr. T to be president of the United States. Hey. Can't get much worse. I wish you luck in that journey. Stephen A. Smith is running. Sort of a celebrity figure. Probably running. Tell me in the chat, who is your favorite candidate for president, left or right? I'd be curious. And Trump, if you want Trump to do a third term, that counts too. Curious what my audience is. I think I'm one of the few that has like a decent, diverse audience. But, well, I might sign off soon. Not a lot of people are talking. C'est la vie. Well, hopefully we had fun. We had a good time. Love you all. Bye-bye.